Kickstarter is seen as an alternative motive for funding certain homemade projects. It's grown incredibly popular over recent years due to the fact that certain video games have found full funding because of it. The premise is that if we, the consumers, find interest in whatever the project is, we could give the developers of the project money straight up to help them reach their goal. Kickstarter helps certain games get played. Certain examples of these wildly successful Kickstarter games are FTL, Faster Than Light, The Banner Saga, Shovel Knight, Super Hot, and Divinity Original Sin, to name a few. Each of these requested a small amount of money and nearly doubled or tripled what they asked for because people saw promise in the small studio behind the game. What's going on, everybody? My name is BruceN, and today we're going to be talking about Kickstarter as an alternative to normal funding and reviewing A Hat in Time. We're nearing the end of 2017, and this has become the norm among publishers. On October 5th, Gears for Breakfast has given us the complete version of A Hat in Time. It's the most recent project on Kickstarter to blow people away. It's been in development since around 2014, and I'm glad that the full game is finally out for us to play. In short, A Hat in Time is what Yooka-Laylee should have been. It pays homage to 3D platformers that many of us grew up playing when we were young. It's full of life, it's quirky, it's fun and colorful to look at, and it's just an overall enjoyable experience. It plays like Super Mario Sunshine and artistically reminds me of The Wind Waker. I managed to get an extra code for the game from my boy ISO, so special shout out to him for providing me with a copy of the game. I streamed the entirety of the game from start to finish on my Twitch channel, so you should definitely check that out. Links will be in the description. Upon opening the game, the music immediately hooked me. It sounded like something from Super Mario Galaxy, and I was already invested into this game. For $30, you're exposed to 5 fully fledged worlds with a set of beautiful landscapes and fun characters to interact with. In A Hat in Time, you play as Hat Girl, a young girl who is trying to make it back to her home world with her spaceship. During her journey, she passes over a strange planet, and out of nowhere, a member of the Mafia comes to collect attacks for Hat Girl's ship. The Mafia member breaks into her ship, which sends all of her timepieces all over that world. The timepieces in this game are like Jiggies in Banjo-Kazooie or stars in the 3D Mario games. They serve as the main collectible you need in order to progress with the game's main storyline. They're not the only collectible that's necessary to progress with the game, however. Little gems you collect throughout the world called pawns are necessary as currency for unlocking certain missions. Keeping the name of the game in mind, hats play an important role. Hat Girl is able to switch between 6 different hats on a whim, which allow the player to change up playstyles while tackling certain puzzles for yarn, a gift box, or even a timepiece. Throughout the game, you meet a strange peddler of various badges, some of which that are necessary for certain missions. Each badge can be purchased with your newly earned pawns. Some badges are purely cosmetic, while others can be used for challenge runs. The worlds are creative. They're a callback to some of your favorite video game levels. My only gripe with the game was requiring a specific key item, in this case a hat, for a specific mission. It wouldn't be a major issue except for the fact that you have to collect a certain amount of yarn to create certain hats. In this case it was 24 pieces, and I used up all of mine on a prior hat. So I went world hopping until I finally collected 24 pieces of yarn to create the last hat I needed for the one mission. Overall, playing through this game was a refreshing experience. Platformers are coming back pretty strong, I may add, and I'm glad that this game was very successful. I would score A Hat in Time a strong 8 out of 10. It's $30 on Steam right now, and it's coming to Xbox One and PlayStation 4 later this year. No news, unfortunately, for a Switch version of the game. At this point, indie games and AAA titles are neck and neck. Both are great in their own respects, however, I find myself having more fun with the indies versus some of the bigger companies' games. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this video. My name is BruceN, and I'll see you guys next time. Huge shout out to my sponsors and partners for this video. Big ups to Noct Academy specifically, where content creators can thrive. Follow your passion and check out our Discord server link below. Are you wondering where I get all of my dope games from? Green Man Gaming is where I get all of my PS4 and PC games from. Highly reputable service, and probably one of the best around with crazy discounts on new games such as Shadow of War and the new South Park game that's coming out next week. Click the link in the description to start with them today.